Great Northwoods to the Rockbound Coast and streaming live in HD worldwide at foxbangor.com. More people choose Good Morning Maine.
Today on Good Morning Maine, road crews will be back out today repairing destruction from the powerful storm that rolled across the state.
Plus, authorities in California believe they've captured a serial killer.
And students at UMaine joined forces to take a stand against domestic violence.
Good morning, everyone, and welcome to Good Morning Maine. Thank you so much for joining us. I'm Craig Colson.
And I'm Emma Smith. Thank you for tuning in this morning.
First, we're going to start things off by checking out the forecast. Boy, what a beautiful day yesterday. It was rainy Saturday. Yesterday was just gorgeous. And now we're back to, I guess, cloudy weather.
It rained itself out for a bit. I know you like the rain.
I like the rain. I like a good storm.
I like the rain a lot, too. I know. Caught up on my movies.
Yeah, I think we're going to have some more rain on the way, too. Let's check in with Devin Biggs to see what today's forecast holds.
Good morning, Devin.
And thank you very much, Craig and Emma. Happy Monday. Your first weather forecast brought to you by Scott's Recreation, New England's largest trailer dealer, home of Maine's lowest camper and tractor prices, with locations in Turner, Manchester, Herman, and Orono, Maine. Alrighty, as we get things rolling out there this morning, we do have dense fog alerts in effect, dense fog advisories to be more specific, because of low visibility across the viewing area. Some areas near 2 miles or less for visibility this morning, so it will be hard to see out there for a little while. And because of this, we do have those dense fog advisories that are in effect until 9 a.m. this morning. That's when visibility will begin to improve. And although we thought we were done with this, we do have to put up with some aerial flood watches again. And these are in effect, though, until 8 a.m. on Wednesday for the counties highlighted here in green, because of more heavy rain on the way with another system that will be moving in later on. For now, we don't have to worry about that. We had a few rain showers moving through last night or early this morning. We're going to have a few passing clouds, but increasing clouds again on the way with another system moving in from the west, a little bit from the southwest, too. This is all going to be moving in, especially later this week, with chances for a few rain showers and some heavy downpours on the way again. We've had plenty of rain over the last few days with some washed out roads, so this, not good news, though, for those that have put up with that problem. Otherwise, the fog will go away later this morning, increasing clouds with chances for a few rain showers and some heavier rain showers on the way, especially as we head towards tomorrow morning. Your hourly forecast for the rest of the morning and afternoon period, increasing clouds, temperatures reaching into the 60s. Your full 5-day forecast is coming up. Craig and Emma.
All right, thank you, Devin. We'll look forward to that. Meanwhile, testimony is expected to resume this week in the trial of Jessica Williams. Williams, who also goes by the name Jessica Trefethen, is accused of murder for the death of her 3-year-old son. The Belfast trial was delayed for a week after one of the attorneys tested positive for COVID. Authorities say the little boy was living with his mother in Stockton Springs when he died from numerous injuries. That trial is expected to pick up where it left off today in Belfast.
The Augusta Police Department continues to investigate an alleged armed bank robbery. It took place Saturday morning at Camden National Bank on Armory Street. Officials say a masked man walked into the bank around 11:30 and pulled out a handgun. He then fled on foot. Sergeant Anthony Drowen confirms the suspect is still at large, but says there is no threat to the public.
A major washout over the weekend in Glenburn has left a portion of a main road inaccessible. It was quite a mess as a portion of the Pushaw Road collapsed because of heavy rains that poured across the region. It has also made getting around that area a little tricky, as you can see there. According to the Glenburn Fire Department, addresses up to 1171 Pushaw Road, which is just north of the Orono Road, can be accessed from Bangor. Anything higher than that, though, is only accessible by way of a detour from the Hudson Road. Heavy rain fell Friday night into Saturday morning, causing that washout.
And another washout in Lincoln. The Enfield Road around the area of Thompson's Trucking is in the process of being repaired and reopened. The road caved in due to the washout, which will require motorists to seek an alternative route until crews finish its repair.
Road crews will be paving a couple of streets in Bangor today. They'll be resurfacing a portion of Howard Street from Mount Hope Avenue down to Juniper Street. They'll also be paving Grove Street from Stillwater Ave down to Milford Street. Officials say there will be no parking allowed while the crews are out conducting their work. Flaggers will be in place, but drivers may want to avoid that area to avoid any delays.
Governor Janet Mills hit the road to show support for local businesses. Devin Dagnall has more.
Governor Janet Mills was in Belfast and Bucksport visiting businesses that have prospered by different programs during her administration. In Belfast, the governor visited Front Street Shipyard, a premier international boat building and servicing facility. The governor toured the facility and was shown a demonstration of Shipyard's 3D water jet cutting machine, which, according to the governor, was purchased with the help of a grant from the Maine DOT.
Well, we bought the machine initially as part of what we hope to do is build carbon fiber ferries. But in the meantime, we have this machine that is a 5-axis machine. It operates at 90,000 psi for cutting most any material except for tempered glass and diamond.
In Bucksport, the governor made stops at the Greenhead Lobster Packaging Plant and the Pemaquid Mussel Farm, both of which benefited from the governor's seafood dealer and processing program. These funds from the program were invested in new technology to help streamline their packaging and shipping.
One of the things that we did was we added an inspection belt to our bagging line here, which will make it more efficient. And then also we purchased some machinery where we can separate the meats from the shells. So we're really excited about that because it'll double the employment hours and it will also double the value that we get out of our mussels that we farm.
According to John Steves, the plant manager of Greenhead Lobster Packaging, the plant plans on using the funds to make upgrades and become one of the leaders of lobster packaging.
We're building a state-of-the-art system here, so we're the template for the new lobster industry.
In Belfast and Bucksport, I'm Devin Dagnall, reporting for ABC7 and Fox 22.
Pretty interesting what they're doing down there. The time now, 6:06. Welcome back. You were gone all last week. We're glad you're here.
I know, I was pretty sick.
Yeah.
I'm probably sicker than I've ever been, so if I sound a little scratchy, that's just what it is. But
You're feeling okay now?
I'm feeling a lot better. As of yesterday,
Yeah.
I finally felt like, wow, okay, I'm
Yeah.
rested up, I'm fine, and I'm really thankful to not have any lingering symptoms. And
Well, we
be
missed
back.
you.
Oh, thank
yeah,
you.
we really did.
I
So,
miss being
yeah.
at work.
Yeah.
I'm not good at being cooped up at home.
I know the feeling.
Yep.
Well, good to have you here.
Thank you.
Coming up next on Good Morning Maine, the annual March Against Domestic Violence was held at UMaine over the weekend. We'll hear their important message.
But first, let's take another look at that forecast. Mostly cloudy today, highs around 63 degrees. Rain is likely tonight, dropping down to around the low 50s. Tomorrow, the same thing, except some rain as likely to be thrown into the mix. Wind and heavy rain, highs of around 60 degrees.
Looking to improve or upgrade your home or place of business? With at-home furniture, appliance, and bedding, and kitchen and bath and flooring, we offer a great selection to do just that. From homeowners to commercial businesses and everything in between, our friendly professionals with more than 50 years of combined experience pride themselves in going above and beyond to work with you every step of the way. And we even offer a full-service appliance repair department. Come and visit us at our Dover Foxcroft or our new Lincoln location. Stop in either location today and see what we can do to make you feel at home.
Join us every Friday this season as we celebrate the return to the gridiron with the most highlights, reaction, and analysis of your favorite teams. Catch Sports Blitz Friday at 11 on ABC7. Sports Blitz brought to you by Coastal Auto Parts, your local Napa Auto Parts dealer with 29 locations, owned and operated by a Maine family that cares. And by Dorsey Furniture, Route 1A Holdings, where you'll find furniture that's in stock and ready for delivery. Put a little more cash in your bank. Save money with half-off deals at foxbangor.com.
You signed a receipt for the money.
No, doesn't look like my signature
So
at
you're
all.
saying that this is a forgery?
Yes.
Let's have your driver's license.
And there's something else either of you want to add?
Hot Bench. Monday at 3 on ABC7.
Welcome back to Good Morning Maine. UMaine hosted its 9th annual March Against Domestic Violence. We spoke to organizers and students who decided to march for a critical cause, rain or shine.
It's a huge problem, but it's hidden. It happens behind closed doors, so nobody knows.
Dozens of students from the University of Maine and Orono decided to continue the annual March Against Domestic Violence despite Friday's rain. Student and faculty organizers from the Maine Business School spoke about why student engagement surrounding this issue prepares victims to seek help.
In all of our communities, it's important, but especially in our campus community, most people will experience some form of domestic violence.
If people learn about this and then they can kind of spot the signs like, oh, my friend, there's something wrong.
Dr. Nori Jones is a professor for the School of Business at the University of Maine. She mentioned the several partnerships that help to bring the community event to campus.
We work collaboratively with the Army ROTC on campus, the athletic department. We are the MBS Corps. We work with Student Life, with Title IX, with Partners for Peace, and many more groups, just to increase awareness.
Organizers say events like this give students the opportunity to form bonds and show solidarity to stamp out domestic violence on college campuses nationwide.
For me, it's been a great way to connect with other people and to help with our mission, which is growing and strengthening our local community and our UMaine campus communities.
Anyone experiencing abuse or violence can reach out to Partners for Peace by dialing 1-800-863-9909. In Orono, AJ Douglas, ABC 7, Fox 22.
And Beale University is offering a degree in an unlikely industry. Matthew Dronsick has more.
Starting next spring, Beale University in Bangor will be offering an associate's and bachelor's degree in cannabis studies. Program coordinator Sarah Taylor said it's important that people better understand the industry.
There was kind of a need for education for people to be able to work in the cannabis industry.
Taylor says the program will offer 2 associate's degrees in business administration and cannabis sciences and a bachelor's degree in medicinal plant sciences. And with the growth the industry has seen, Beale University Director of Career Services Robin Tardif says the university is capitalizing on the current trends.
According to Leafly, we actually are seeing roughly 280 new jobs appear each day. So it really is it's a growing industry.
Taylor says the programs will focus on all aspects of the cannabis industry.
The business administration program is going to have technical information regarding cultivation operations and dispensary operations, as well as tax and legal regulations around cannabis.
This program will be taught in an asynchronous format where students can work at their own pace as long as they hit the course's necessary deadlines. Even though similar courses are taught around the United States, Beale University Senior Admissions Representative Amber Gray says nothing compares to Beale's program.
There really aren't any like us. I mean, a lot of courses are given in different states that are similar, but they don't offer the college degree. They have diplomas or certificate programs, but they don't have the actual true college degree after you graduate.
Despite there being many stereotypes and stigmas surrounding the cannabis industry, Tardif believes that investing in education will change negative perceptions.
A lot of these classes are very science heavily based. You're taking micros and you're taking a lot of science-based courses that aren't easy. We're moving away from the average person who just enjoys to smoke cannabis to turning that into a profession.
General Manager of Brothers Cannabis on Broadway, Matthew Jellison, says he supports cannabis education.
We feel that anything that's going to kind of propel the cannabis industry and remove the stigma, we feel a program like this is only going to enhance that and make it even more uniform throughout the state.
Matthew Juronsik, ABC 7 and Fox 22.
The times they are changing, as they say.
That's fun.
Yeah, 10 years ago we would have never had a story like that. It's kind of interesting to see what's going on. It's definitely horticulture. The time now is about, wait a few seconds. Well, it's 6:14 anyway. Coming up after the break, we'll hear from the latest from a study done about missed developmental milestones in children.
Plus, important tips for recognizing early signs of dementia. All of this and more when we return.
Do you have leaky pipes? Are you planning a plumbing job? Is your heating system working right? Are you designing a plumbing project? Then contact Harley's Plumbing and Heating Plus.
If your toilet will not flush, Harley will be there in a rush. Furnace bit the dust today. Harley crew is on the way. Harley Plumbing, Harley Heating.
990-2200. Call now.
Harley!
Call or visit online.
Hi, my name is Tony Ruda, founder of the Senior Planning Center. There isn't a week that goes by that we don't help some Medicare recipient in their Medicare programs and save them money. The Senior Planning Center has locations and agents throughout the state of Maine. So why would you want to call an 800 number out of state when the help is right here at home? Give us a call so we can help you save money and make your Medicare decisions.
There are a million ways to say
Good morning, America.
And this week, Robin and GMA are about to help give away $1 million to someone in America who so deserves it and has no idea it's coming. The $1 Million Giveaway. See it happen live this week on Good Morning America.
With my hectic life, you'd think retirement would be the last thing on my mind. Thankfully, Voya provides comprehensive solutions and shows me how to get the most out of my workplace benefits. Voya helps me feel like I got it all under control.
Voya. Well planned, well invested, well protected.
Welcome back. We're learning more about the dramatic arrest of a suspected serial killer in California, accused in 6 murders. Police say he was hunting for another victim when he was captured. ABC's Rhiannon Alley has the latest.
This morning, the suspect in 6 killings in Stockton, California is under arrest. 43-year-old Wesley Brownlee, taken into custody 2 a.m. Saturday as police allege he was prowling the streets in search of another victim.
Our surveillance team followed this person while he was driving. We watched his patterns and determined early this morning he was on a mission to kill. We are sure we stopped another killing.
Investigators believe Brownlee is connected to 5 shooting deaths in Stockton and 1 in Oakland. All of the victims, men from 21 to 54 years old. One woman, Natasha, was also shot. She survived her injuries. Ballistics helped police link all of the shootings. She described her terrifying encounter with the gunman.
There was no words exchanged, didn't say anything, didn't come any closer, just started shooting. I just saw flashes.
Investigators had asked for the public's help in identifying this man seen in surveillance video near 2 of the crime scenes.
When the people of our city of Stockton, California come together and we unite, we can get things done.
Renee Myers started a citizens group on Facebook to help police track down the alleged killer.
Our administrative team on this group has worked so hard with the community to try to uncover every stone and try to identify who this person was who's been terrorizing our community.
Residents in the area are now breathing a sigh of relief.
His capture just shows the diligence of our police force and the commitment that they have to the community.
The global response to the coronavirus pandemic, polio, mental health, and more, all coming under fire at the World Health Summit, with United Nations officials warning of dire consequences if countries don't increase cooperation to combat these health crises. Fox News' Richard Jordan reports.
Countries are failing to cooperate and tackle global health issues. That's according to the United Nations and World Health Organization officials, kicking off this year's World Health Summit Sunday in Germany.
At exactly the moment when the world needed to come together to face this common threat as one, the COVID-19 pandemic has been characterized by a lack of cooperation and coordination.
Besides COVID-19, officials also citing how a lack of international teamwork is causing more lives to be lost from preventable diseases like polio, especially in developing nations like Afghanistan and Pakistan where polio is endemic. Billionaire philanthropist Bill Gates highlighting the severity of the issue Sunday while announcing the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation will donate $1.2 billion to help end polio worldwide.
It's horrifying to see children paralyzed by a disease that's totally preventable. Polio is a stark illustration of health inequity.
Meanwhile, summit officials also declaring the importance of not sweeping mental health disorders under the rug. And back here in the States, health professionals are echoing those calls, citing how untreated mental illnesses like bipolar disorder, depression, and schizophrenia have negative economic effects, costing the country billions.
These costs come primarily from premature losses of life and losses of productivity, as well as the increased medical costs for things like chronic conditions and emergency department visits.
Richard Jordan, Fox News.
In other news, explosive-laden suicide drones struck Ukraine's capital as families were preparing to start their week early Monday. The blast echoing across Kyiv and sending people scurrying to shelters. The mayor said the capital's central district was hit, damaging several apartment blocks and setting fire to a non-residential building. There was no immediate word of casualties. The drone's intended targets weren't immediately clear, but Russian strikes over the past week have hit infrastructure, including power facilities.
The time is now 6:20.
Time now to take a look at your full forecast. Looks like a cloudy day ahead. Devin Biggs.
Alrighty, Craig and Emma, thank you very much. Your full weather forecast brought to you by Scott's Recreation, New England's largest trailer dealer, home and Maine's lowest camper and tractor prices, with locations in Turner, Manchester, Herman, and Orono, Maine. Already, fog is the name of the game this morning. We do have fog that's really thick in some areas. Bangor down to a half mile, along with some other spots. Others up to 2 miles. Others not too bad, but again, visibility will be bad for a while this morning, which is why we do have dense fog advisories in effect until 9 a.m. this morning. That's when things will begin to improve as we get this out of here. On top of this, so look at this. We do have aerial flood watches that are in effect, and this is in effect until 8 a.m. on Wednesday morning. Another system is going to be moving in, and that'll be causing some problems with more heavy downpours on the way. We've had some roads washed out with the rain over the weekend, so any additional rainfall like that will not be good news. We did have a few rain showers last night. That has since gotten out of here. We'll be dry today for the most part. We'll have increasing clouds, slight chance for a few afternoon rain showers cannot be ruled out with the system that will begin to move in, and it's starting to move in from the southwest going toward the north and east. So especially as we head towards tomorrow, that's when the rain showers will begin to get going. Again, the gusty winds will be an issue not today, but tomorrow we will have a little bit of wind again. Today we're okay. Things overall will be calm, maybe a quick gust up to 15 miles per hour. It's tomorrow we'll have to watch out for some of those gusts that can reach up to around 15 to 20, maybe even up to 30 miles per hour in a few spots, at least through parts of Tuesday morning. The wave heights aren't too bad at this point. We're at around 3 to 5 feet. There's no small craft advisories in effect at this time, so everything along the ocean will be looking okay moving forward. Our average high is 58 degrees. We'll be in the lower 60s today and tomorrow, the upper 50s as we head towards the Wednesday, the middle 50s Thursday and Friday, back in the lower to middle 60s as we head towards Saturday and also in here Sunday. Latest fall foliage report, nothing new from last week though. Millinocket and Bangor is now at peak. Ellsworth not too far behind, and Greenville also at peak. So unless the rain has washed away a lot of the leaves since the last update, definitely get outside and enjoy the fall foliage. A new update will be out later this week that will show if we're at past peak or not. But otherwise, moving forward though, again, the fog this morning will be going away. We'll have increasing clouds, slight chance for a few isolated showers during the afternoon period. More rain showers on the way. Overnight tide, especially by early tomorrow morning, some heavy downpours possible from time to time too. I think this futurecast run may actually be underdoing the rain chances that'll be on the way Tuesday. We may have some heavy downpours in a few spots, which is why those aerial flood watches are in effect. We could be talking some decent rainfall on Tuesday. Another 1 to 3 inches possible in a few spots. That will not be good for those areas that have already seen too much rain, and now with at least a few more inches possibly on the way. So a forecast for today, lower 60s, increasing clouds, isolated chances for rain showers. That southeast wind getting up to about 5 to 10 miles per hour. Later on tonight, lower 50s, rain showers on the way late, with that southeast wind getting up to about 5 miles per hour. For tomorrow, lower 60s, rain will be likely, also windy with that southeast wind gusting up to around 25 miles per hour. And at Scott's Recreation, extended forecast for dry by Wednesday and Thursday, mostly sunny, temperatures in the middle to upper 50s. It will be partly cloudy on Friday with temperatures in the mid 50s.
Thank you, Devin.
From start to finish, where Butler built
Maine, don't go anywhere. We hope you'll stick around for more news coming up.
From start to finish, Ware Butler Building Supply will get you there. Ware Butler started in Maine as a lumber operation in the 1920s. Like most Mainers, Ware Butler adapted to the times and became a building supply company. Through good old Maine resolve and calloused hands, Ware Butler has grown with locations throughout Maine, including Lewiston, Auburn. If you're a contractor, if you're a do-it-yourselfer, let the folks at Ware Butler show you the benefits of small-town service. Ware Butler Building Supply, Maine, from start to finish.
Feel the difference of alpaca apparel from the Blue Alpaca Ranch and Store in Belfast. Stop by their ranch location to interact with these amazing animals and enjoy the beautiful Maine outdoors with your very own alpaca walk. Shop in-store or online today and take advantage of their free nationwide shipping. With their incredible selection of socks, sweaters, hats, and more, experience the unique qualities that alpaca fiber brings with the Blue Alpaca. Feel the difference.
The Singer Estate Collection is the country's largest traveling estate event. Designs by Aaron brings this exclusive collection to you on October 20th. A variety of jewelry dating from the late 1800s to present will be available for purchase. All jewelry is fashioned in gold or platinum and sparkling with precious gemstones. Swing into downtown Bangor and visit Designs by Aaron on October 20th and find yourself a piece of history.
You'll find something for everyone at Maine's #1 Kia dealer, Van Sickle Kia. Looking for an excellent all-wheel drive SUV? Kia has you covered with the all-new all-wheel drive 2023 Kia Sportage. Or check out the 2023 Kia Forte with a list of standard Kia driver assist features, including auto emergency braking and up to 41 mpg highway. With 15 models to choose from, Kia has you covered. And you'll get Kia's 10-year, 100,000-mile warranty.
The best cars, the best prices, and the best warranty. I'm Peter Van Sickle. I guarantee it.
You're watching ABC7 Bangor.
British researchers say onsetting dementia might now be detected almost a full decade before normally being diagnosed. Cambridge researchers found signs of dementia based on when data was first collected, often 5 to 9 years before a diagnosis. The scientists say impairments indicating dementia are often subtle and include memory, reaction times, grip strength, weight loss, and a number of falls. Individuals likely to develop Alzheimer's were more likely to have fallen 12 months before a diagnosis. The findings may allow for earlier screenings to reduce risks.
And another study says the global pandemic may have caused babies and infants to miss out on key development markers. Pediatricians and child health workers with the Royal College of Surgeons in Dublin, Ireland, say milestones in infant communications may have been lost. The study says 25% of babies spent a year not meeting another child of their own age. Incidental interactions, such as contact at grocery stores, didn't happen, as well as critical communications, such as learning a word, pointing at objects, and waving bye-bye. The scientists say, don't worry, though, new opportunities are back again with normal activities.
Subaru hosting a live pet adoption for its 13th year while collaborating with a local animal shelter. We popped in as community members connected with some new companions.
Saturday, Stanley Subaru in Trenton partnered with the Society for the Prevention of Cruelty to Animals in Hancock County for the Subaru Loves Pets initiative to help animals in need find new homes.
So we have a very loyal following of pet owners with Subaru and with dogs, and it just goes hand in hand with the SPCA.
The SPCA of Hancock County reportedly helps 1,200 pets get adopted each year through live adoptions and numerous community programs. Faculty members credit community efforts to placing animals in need in safer environments.
It just strengthens the whole community. None of us want to see animals suffer. So having a shelter like this in place to support and help our animal population means everything.
Organizers talk about how live adoptions help ignite connections and community engagement all around.
Bring so much more compassion and empathy into a home, enriches everyone's lives to have that sort of experience.
Yeah, couldn't be any happier doing it.
Anyone interested in adding a furry addition to their family can visit spcahancockcounty.org. In Trenton, AJ Douglas, ABC7, Fox 22.
Look at the little kitties.
It's time for me to adopt another cat.
Oh, you're going to get another one, huh?
Yes. Yeah. There's one, I won't say its name, but it's a silly name at Bangor Humane right now. We'll have to talk to Catherine.
There you go.
I'll get the in there.
Get the inside information on it.
Right. Well, still to come here on the second half of our show, we'll hop on the Down East Scenic Railroad to see what destination is attracting passengers.
Plus, we'll check in with a local car dealership that raised funds for a good cause. This and more as Good Morning Maine continues.
In Maine, it's always buying season. And at Thornton Brothers in Lincoln, we carry new Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Rams for your buying season. Here at Thornton Brothers, we'll help you find the right vehicle specifically for you to suit your lifestyle. As they say, the proof is in the performance. So come on over and test drive a real vehicle from a real dealership, or place your order with us and see why it really is buying season here in Maine. Thornton Brothers, Main Street, Lincoln.
Looking to improve or upgrade your home or place of business? With at-home furniture, appliance, and bedding, and kitchen and bath and flooring, we offer a great selection to do just that. From homeowners to commercial businesses and everything in between, our friendly professionals with more than 50 years of combined experience pride themselves in going above and beyond to work with you every step of the way. And we even offer a full-service appliance repair department. Come and visit us at our Dover Foxcroft or our new Lincoln location. Stop in either location today and see what we can do to make you feel at home.
I'm Jay Pearl from Carroll Harper & Associates, Maine's most experienced Medicare health plans agency. Every day we hear how complicated navigating the Medicare maze can be. Let us help. From enrolling in Medicare to finding the right Medicare health plan, we are your go-to agency. We represent Martins Point Generations Advantage and other Medicare health plans that meet our quality standards. There's no cost or obligation for our services, so call Carroll Harper & Associates today.
Senator Joe Baldacci, hardworking, independent, and effective. Joe Baldacci delivered by helping to pass more than $1 billion in direct tax relief for more than 95% of Maine taxpayers. Joe Baldacci delivered by passing laws to support Maine's small businesses across the board that provided tens of millions in direct relief, helping to protect and save thousands of jobs. Joe Baldacci, hardworking, independent, and effective, delivering results for Bangor and
You're watching ABC 7 Bangor.
Welcome back, everyone. Well, today is Monday, October 17th, 2022. On this day in history, in 1933, Albert Einstein arrived in the U.S. as a refugee from Nazi Germany. In 1989, a massive earthquake struck Northern California, killing 63 people and causing $6 billion worth of damage. Horrible, if you remember that one. And in 1979, Mother Teresa of India was awarded the Nobel Peace Prize.
There are also some famous birthdays to observe today. Country singer Alan Jackson is 64, rapper Eminem is 50, and actor George Wendt is 74.
Do you know who George Wendt is?
I don't.
There was a show called Cheers that was really popular. He was one of the dudes sitting at the bar.
Yeah, that's a good show.
Yeah, with Norm and,
Right.
I mean, was he Norm? I guess he was Norm. Okay.
I've seen it a handful of times. I couldn't comment, but no, there we go.
It was good stuff, though, anyway.
I'm still shocked. I mean, I'm more of the generation of Eminem. Shocked that he's
50 years old.
Yeah, he's a baby boomer. Is that a baby? Maybe that's Gen X.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't pay much attention to those things.
The real Slim Shady is aging.
All right, where are we anyway? I can't see because I don't have my glasses.
We're Maine Crisp Factory.
Okay. So we need to read some stories here, right?
Oh, gotcha. Yeah, that's what we're doing here. Okay. Well, a new factory is adding some flavor to the town of Winslow. Devin Dagnall has that story.
Where are my glasses?
It was shocking. We had other people around us who are like, what is it about Maine? And I'm like, come to Maine and you'll find out. We love our adopted home here.
These are Maine Crisps, a gluten-free cracker company based out of Maine that's been steadily expanding over the past few years, but most recently opened its newest location here in Winslow.
8 years ago, starting out of her home kitchen in Waterville, Karen Getz began her small business, Maine Crisp. Her goal? To make gluten-free crackers that are as healthy as they are tasty.
What I had noticed, many of the gluten-free products on the market weren't that healthy as far as extra sugar, extra salt, lots of starches. And buckwheat being naturally gluten-free, could I bake with this and create something that is truly healthy and that people would still enjoy? So I'm proud to say that we've won awards. We have customers that do not have to eat gluten-free, but love them.
Getz says she plans to continue the growth of the company and hopes that Maine Crisp will be able to hire more employees in the years to come. In the meantime, Getz says that the factory will help bring some new attention to the town of Winslow.
So I think we'll have a positive impact on the community as far as, the people that we hire, letting people know more about Central Maine and what great food things are going on in Central Maine. And I think it definitely will be positive.
If you're interested in trying any Maine Crisp products, look no further than your local Hannaford. There are currently 4 flavors available, with a 5th due to release next month. In Winslow, I'm Devin Dagnall, reporting for ABC 7 and Fox 22.
Well, meanwhile, a train is giving its passengers rides to a pumpkin patch, but is making sure to take the scenic route. Down East Scenic Railroad ended their season with their annual pumpkin train ride. Families climb aboard and were treated to an hour ride with a stop at a pumpkin patch. At the patch, each passenger is allowed to pick up one pumpkin that they can then decorate with stickers or carve when they get back home.
We see people from all over the country. You know, definitely a lot of the folks close by, you know, southern Maine, come up, make a day trip out of it, and have a cup of chowder somewhere. We had folks from Oklahoma here today, so from all over.
One of the conductors for Down East Scenic Railroad says that even though this was the last day of the season, it won't be long before they're up and running again. And he hopes to see everyone when they do return. Pretty neat. A great chance to check out the foliage, too.
You carved a pumpkin yet?
I haven't, but I bought a couple of pumpkins with my daughter yesterday.
Nice.
So
there you go.
I think that will be coming. So,
I'm excited, too. Soon.
Yeah, I love Halloween.
Me, too.
So, well, there you go.
Let's turn it over to meteorologist. It's my turn. Meteorologist Devin Biggs is in with the latest.
I just talk too much.
And thank you very much, Craig and Emma. Happy Monday. Your first weather forecast brought to you by Scott's Recreation, New England's largest trailer dealer, home of Maine's lowest camper and tractor prices, with locations in Turner, Manchester, Herman, and Orono, Maine. Alrighty, as we get things rolling out there this morning, we do have dense fog alerts in effect, dense fog advisories to be more specific, because of low visibility across the viewing area. Some areas near 2 miles or less for visibility this morning, so it will be hard to see out there for a little while. And because of this, we do have those dense fog advisories that are in effect until 9 a.m. this morning. That's when visibility will begin to improve. And although we thought we were done with this, we do have to put up with some aerial flood watches again. And these are in effect, though, until 8 a.m. on Wednesday for the counties highlighted here in green because of more heavy rain on the way with another system that will be moving in later on. For now, we don't have to worry about that. We had a few rain showers moving through last night and early this morning. We're going to have a few passing clouds, but increasing clouds again on the way with another system moving in from the west, a little bit from the southwest, too. This is all going to be moving in, especially later this week, with chances for a few rain showers and some heavy downpours on the way again. We've had plenty of rain over the last few days with some washed out roads, so this, not good news, though, for those that have put up with that problem. Otherwise, the fog will go away later this morning, increasing clouds with chances for a few rain showers and some heavier rain showers on the way, especially as we head towards tomorrow morning. Your hourly forecast for the rest of the morning and afternoon period, increasing clouds, temperatures reaching into the 60s. Your full 5-day forecast is coming up. Craig and Emma.
And when we return, Tyler Cruz will have an in-studio sports interview for us.
But before we go, let's take another look at that forecast. Like he said, mostly cloudy today, then the rain moves in tonight. If we've been complaining we didn't have enough rain, now I think maybe we do. I don't know. Tomorrow, a windy and rainy day, the high around 60.
Charmin Ultra Soft has so much cushiony softness, it's hard for your family to remember. They can use less.
Sweet pillows of softness.
This is soft. Holy Charmin. Oh, excuse me. Roll it back, everybody. Sorry.
Charmin Ultra Soft is now even softer, so you'll want more. But it's so absorbent, you can use less, so it's always worth it.
Now, what did we learn about using less?
You gotta roll it back, everybody.
Enjoy the go with Charmin.
Leona May's Antique and Gift Shop is now open in Newport. Our unique building is a converted 1800s single-family home that we've given a new life to. A home for treasures, from antiques, collectibles, unique gifts, and so much more. Come make the rounds throughout the many rooms on all 3 floors as you wander back in time or find a unique gift that's perfect for that special someone or that hard-to-buy-for relative. So come visit us today. Leona May's Antique and Gift Shop, 147 Main Street, Newport.
Renovating or building new, you'll find a wide selection of high-performing, energy-efficient, and beautiful windows and doors at Hammond Lumber Company. Your Hammond sales representative will walk you through the showroom displays and help you choose options to create a personalized custom look. Free in-home measurement is available, and Hammond can deliver your order from any of their locations across Maine and New Hampshire. Bring your vision and enjoy better light and added security and energy savings with quality windows and doors from Hammond Lumber Company.
The law. If you break it,
You didn't pay rent.
you'll pay for it.
It's my show. Nobody cares whether you have a personality or not.
Weeknights at 5 on ABC 7.
Tyler Cruz here with Adam Robinson, Bangor Daily News, the newest Bangor Daily News sports writer. Am I correct with that?
Yes, you are. Thanks for having me.
How's it been? How's it been moving in?
It's been great. It's been great. Everyone's been nice up here, and I'm ready to get going.
Nice. So we'll start tonight. You watched your Red Eddie alum. You watched your Red Eddies hand Bangor their first win of the season. I left that game at halftime, but it didn't look like there was much offense in that second half. What was Bangor able to do there to kind of keep Red Eddies from coming back?
Well, Bangor's defense was really strong. I mean, you were there for the first half. The only touchdown Edward Little had was that kickoff return right after Bangor's first touchdown. And then after that, Bangor scored again, took the lead, had a safety in the second half to make it a 2-score game with just a few minutes left, and put the game away for their first win of the season.
I mean, these are both the two bottom teams in Class A, so it was really a matchup of who doesn't have to play Oxford Hills first round, because everybody in Class A makes it there. Oxford Hills, great team. Have you seen them this year?
Yeah, I've seen Oxford Hills. They finally got Eli Soren back at quarterback, the Gatorade Player of the Year last year in football, and they're really rolling. They have a win over Thornton, and they beat Windham today, so I really think they're the team to beat in the state.
Sticking with Thornton Academy, we'll use that as a little transition here. Big matchup for them tomorrow against probably the top team in Class B North, Skowhegan 6-0. When you look at Class B North, there are a lot of teams under Skowhegan that are very good, solid teams, Lawrence, Coney, Windham. Does anybody have a chance at getting to the Riverhawks?
I don't really think so. Coney squeaked by Gardner today, but I think Skowhegan with Brendan Dunlap at quarterback, he's taken over midway through the season. They haven't really skipped a beat. He can run it, he can throw it, and they seem like the team to beat in that region. And I think that Thornton game tomorrow, Thornton has 2 losses, which is unusual for them. I think that'll tell us a lot about that Skowhegan team.
Yeah, and a lot to learn from that Skowhegan team. They can really do it on both sides of the ball. You mentioned Brendan Dunlap there. I mean, he came in for Adam Savage after week 1, and like you said, didn't miss a beat at all. You mentioned, we're talking Class B North now, you were at that Brewer-Falmouth game. You actually had an article that came out about the team's kind of fighting for some playoff position right now. Brewer might be one of them.
Yeah.
What have you seen from the Witches so far?
Yeah, Brewer, they played Falmouth last week. I was there. That was my first game with the Bangor Daily News. And Cameron Hughes and the Brewer offense moved the ball really well against Falmouth. They got into the red zone 3 different times, but were stopped by the Navigators, who are, I think, 4-2, and one of those top teams right under Skowhegan. But I think Brewer tomorrow, game with Messalonsky, that can kind of seal the deal to get them into the playoffs with a win, and I think that they can do that. They have the firepower on offense to get the job done.
Let's move on to, we'll just move down a division right now. I think, well, we won't talk about Class D. I think Foxcroft has that one under wraps, but we'll talk about teams that are in the playoffs right now, and I want to start with Herman. The Hawks 4-2, but they're in kind of like a deadlock right there with Madomic and Oceanside. Have you seen the Hawks this year, and what do they do well that's kind of going to allow them to make a push in the playoffs?
Yeah, Herman, win 1, lose 1 for the first, I think, 6 weeks of the season, 5 weeks of the season. And then they made a defensive change. They moved Jacob Dow, their 6'7" lineman, to tackle from defensive end. They moved Gary Glidden from linebacker to defensive end as well. And they've been playing really well. They gave up 12 to Hamden and shot out Oak Hill, and I think they're going to have another big win tomorrow against Winslow.
Awesome. And the last thing before we wrap this one up, it's not a football question. Are you watching the Flags this weekend when they're ESPN Plus with Montverde?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, they had a big win. I saw the score earlier. They had a big win tonight. Number 1 team in the country. I'm excited to watch them tomorrow and hopefully Sunday kind of prove themselves. And Cooper Flagg kind of prove that he's the top recruit in his class.
Awesome. Adam, thank you for staying with us tonight. Thank you for coming on. It was a blast. Do this again sometime.
Yep.
That's going to do it for right now. We will be back with more after this.
I'll always be an independent fighter for you.
Maybe he used to be. But when it mattered, Jared Golden helped Joe Biden hike taxes by billions on people making as little as $20,000 a year, and nearly doubled the IRS, targeting middle-class families for more, all while giving new tax breaks to the elite. Jared Golden. He's not our independent fighter anymore. Congressional Leadership Fund is responsible for the content of this advertising.
I'm Phil Levesque,
president of Lebec Business Solutions. We're a family-owned Maine business since 1963. We're your one-stop shop for great office products at affordable rates. From copiers to office furniture to PPE, we've got it all warehoused right here in Bangor. We're your local small Maine business with a dedicated staff providing honest and friendly customer service, top-of-the-line tech support, and the option of in-house leasing. Let us help you get back to business.
Now's the time to get a great deal on taking care of your property. You need tractors rated #1 in durability and owner experience so you can do it all and do it right. Z-Series mowers that deliver a quality cut, and Sidekick utility vehicles where durability meets speed. Right now, bring home select Kubota equipment for 0 down, 0% APR for 48 months, plus save up to $1,100.
Welcome back to Good Morning Maine. A key medicine used to help attention disorders is in short supply. That's according to a federal agency. The Food and Drug Administration says Adderall, a prescription medication used to help attention deficit hyperactivity disorder, ADHD, is in low supply across the country. And pharmacies are having trouble keeping up with some demand. Manufacturers make higher dosages that won't replenish until next January, while others are missing ingredients for making it. Diagnoses for ADHD have increased, also leaving supplies low. The FDA says it will continue to monitor and give supply updates.
A beloved American sports car calls another temporary halt to production over supply issues. Chevrolet's Corvettes will be idled in manufacturing this week. The iconic sports car line is having more trouble with parts supply shortages. General Motors, the parent company, says normal operations should resume the week of October 24th. Corvettes remain one of the most popular and best-selling sports cars in the U.S. About 25,400 were sold throughout 9 months, outpacing Chevy Camaros. The new high-performance Corvette Z06 model costs more than $106,000.
Version?
I don't know.
Yeah, very interesting. Well, virtual reality, maybe more step closer to real life. One more step anyway. Swedish researchers at Stockholm University have developed a new technology letting you smell different scents and odors in the virtual world. The scent machine, called an olfactometer? We'll go with that. Uses valves connected to a channel with a fan sucking air into a tube. A computer can give commands to open and close 4 channels to create different scent mixtures. A game researcher at another university says it may pave the way for more active smell-based games based on players' moves and judgments. How about that?
I don't want to smell virtual reality. I don't want to.
It'll make it a little more realistic for people, I guess. So depending on what you're playing.
It's a type. I'll stick with my PlayStation over here in the corner.
There you go. Yeah. Kind of interesting.
Well, here's meteorologist Evan Biggs with our full weather forecast.
Alrighty, Craig and Emma, thank you very much. Your full weather forecast brought to you by Scott's Recreation, New England's largest trailer dealer, home and Maine's lowest camper and tractor prices, with locations in Turner, Manchester, Herman, and Orono, Maine. Alrighty, fog is the name of the game this morning. We do have fog that's really thick in some areas. Bangor down to a half mile along with some other spots. Others up to 2 miles. Others not too bad, but again, visibility will be bad for a while this morning, which is why we do have dense fog advisories in effect until 9 a.m. this morning. That's when things will begin to improve as we get this out of here. On top of this, so look at this. We do have aerial flood watches that are in effect, and this is in effect until 8 a.m. on Wednesday morning. Another system is going to be moving in, and that'll be causing some problems with more heavy downpours on the way. We've had some roads washed out with the rain over the weekend, so any additional rainfall like that will not be good news. We did have a few rain showers last night. That has since gotten out of here. We'll be dry today for the most part. We'll have increasing clouds, slight chance for a few afternoon rain showers cannot be ruled out with the system that will begin to move in, and it's starting to move in from the southwest going toward the north and east. So especially as we head towards tomorrow. That's when the rain showers will begin to get going. Again, the gusty winds will be an issue not today, but tomorrow we will have a little bit of wind again. Today we're okay. Things overall will be calm, maybe a quick gust up to 15 miles per hour. It's tomorrow we'll have to watch out for some of those gusts that can reach up to around 15 to 20, maybe even up to 30 miles per hour in a few spots, at least through parts of Tuesday morning. The wave heights aren't too bad at this point. We're at around 3 to 5 feet. There's no small craft advisories in effect at this time, so everything along the ocean will be looking okay moving forward. Our average high is 58 degrees. We'll be in the lower 60s today and tomorrow, the upper 50s as we head towards the Wednesday, the middle 50s Thursday and Friday, back in the lower to middle 60s as we head towards Saturday and also into your Sunday. Latest fall foliage report, nothing new from last week though. Millinocket and Bangor is now at peak. Ellsworth not too far behind, and Greenville also at peak. So unless the rain has washed away a lot of the leaves since the last update, definitely get outside and enjoy the fall foliage. A new update will be out later this week that will show if we're at past peak or not. But otherwise, moving forward though, again, the fog this morning will be going away. We'll have increasing clouds, slight chance for a few isolated showers during the afternoon period. More rain showers on the way. Overnight tonight, especially by early tomorrow morning, some heavy downpours possible from time to time too. I think this futurecast run may actually be underdoing the rain chances that'll be on the way Tuesday. We may have some heavy downpours in a few spots, which is why those aerial flood watches are in effect. We could be talking some decent rainfall on Tuesday. Another 1 to 3 inches possible in a few spots. That will not be good for those areas that have already seen too much rain, and now with at least a few more inches possibly on the way. So a forecast for today, lower 60s, increasing clouds, isolated chances for rain showers. That southeast wind getting up to about 5 to 10 miles per hour. Later on tonight, lower 50s, rain showers on the way late, with that southeast wind getting up to about 5 miles per hour. For tomorrow, lower 60s, rain will be likely, also windy with that southeast wind gusting up to around 25 miles per hour. And at Scott's Recreation, extended forecast for dry by Wednesday and Thursday, mostly sunny, temperatures in the middle to upper 50s. It will be partly cloudy on Friday with temperatures in the mid-50s.
I have a great job. I get up early, head on out, and I get to work. I install solar panels. They power our homes and give me a great paycheck. When Paul LePage was governor, he opposed projects like this, putting Maine last for solar jobs in New England. He even said that climate change wasn't a threat to Maine. Look, we need more of these jobs, and that won't happen if we go back to Paul LePage.
The top funder of Better Maine is the Democratic Governors Association.
At Home Kitchen, Bath, and Flooring in Dover Foxcroft are proud members of the Flooring Network here in Maine. We have our flooring installers on staff ready for you and your custom flooring project. With over 50 years of combined experience, we'll work with you from start to finish, including demo and cleanup. Backed by the Flooring Network's state-of-the-art warehouses, we have a massive inventory to provide you with the best value and fit any flooring budget you may have. So stop in, meet our flooring experts, and see what we can do to make you feel at home.
Seniors know a scam when they see one, like Bruce Poliquin.
My heart is breaking for our seniors in Maine.
He says he'll help Maine seniors, but the last time Poliquin was in Congress, he voted to cut $500 billion from Medicare, and he supports raising the retirement age for Social Security. Maine seniors can trust Jared Golden. Jared stood up to both parties to protect Social Security and Medicare.
I'm Jared Golden, and I approve this message because Maine seniors earned their retirement.
Here is CVS Health, where Aetna gives me 24/7 access to mental health support, whenever it's most convenient for me. Here, healthier happens together. Aetna, a CVS Health company.
I'm having complicated feelings about my surgery.
I saved your life.
This is a struggle.
What John did was risky, and it's not what I would have done.
What if I had come back just 5 minutes sooner? What if?
The Good Doctor, new tonight on ABC and stream on Hulu.
Welcome back. Now it's time to head over to the Mr. Food Test Kitchen for a look at a real French classic.
A few weeks ago, I was watching some vintage clips of Julia Child on YouTube, and I couldn't help but think how ahead of her time she was. The episode that stuck in my head was when she made Boeuf Bourguignon, which is basically a rich beef stew accented with red wine. So the other day, I made my version of it, and now I want to share it with you. We begin by cutting some beef chuck into cubes. Then we add it to a bowl and season it with a bit of pepper and thyme before browning it in a large pot. Once it's browned, we add some beef broth, red wine, and a bit of garlic. We cover it and let it simmer. After this cooks for a bit, we'll toss in some chunks of carrot, potato, onions, and mushrooms and let those cook until they're tender. All that's left to do is thicken up the sauce and it's ready to serve. It's so basic, yet sounds so fancy. As for the taste, the sauce is so rich, the meat is crazy tender, and the vegetables bring the whole dish together. To get the recipe for what Julia called boeuf bourguignon with her one-of-a-kind accent, or to most of us, simply beef bourguignon, just go to our website. I'm Howard in the Mr. Food Test Kitchen, where today we found a Julia Child-inspired way for you to say, ooh, it's so good.
Now, DVD, digital, and music releases this week includes an action-packed thrill ride, an animated martial arts adventure, an age-swap comedy, and more.
Here's Fox's Ashley Dvorkin with a list of the new releases.
Maybe not. We're getting a thumbs down on that, so we'll have to do that later on.
Whoops. Technical difficulties.
I'm going to scroll past that story on the teleprompter.
Yeah.
And now it's there. Okay, now let's hear that story.
The star-packed blockbuster hit Bullet Train tops this week's list of what's new in home entertainment. Brad Pitt leads as one of 5 assassins on a mission to collect a briefcase aboard the world's fastest train.
My mom is at war with my Tita Teresa.
Comedian Joe Coy attends his family holiday celebration in the comedy Easter Sunday. The animated adventure Paws of Fury, The Legend of Hank follows a dog who becomes a samurai hero to a town full of cats.
Thank you.
A giant orange furry beast trains to become a pro wrestling champion in the animated family comedy Rumble.
Rita.
Oscar winner Diane Keaton stars in the age-swap comedy Mac and Rita, about a young writer and influencer who magically transforms into a 70-year-old version of herself.
No way.
Neil Patrick Harris recounts a childhood story of an unforgettable Christmas and his quest to get a Nintendo video game console in the holiday comedy 8-Bit Christmas. Isabel Furman returns as Esther in the horror prequel Orphan First Kill that explores the origin story of the murderous adopted child.
That would be so obvious if I were the killer.
A group of friends who meet at a secluded mansion to wait out a hurricane play a game that turns deadly in the slasher comedy Bodies, Bodies, Bodies. Two best friends push the limits when they climb a 2,000-foot radio tower in the survival thriller Fall.
Teaching a lesson on gravity.
Small screen favorites to own, the first season of the award-winning sitcom Abbott Elementary, and the true crime limited series The Thing About Pam, starring Oscar winner Renee Zellweger.
Just walk away.
And for music fans, pop superstar Meghan Trainor releases her 4th album, Taking It Back. In Hollywood, Ashley Dvorkin, Fox News.
There we go. How much time do we have left?
Well, it looks about a matter of seconds, Craig.
Okay.
So.
Well, I'll save this for the next hour then. Good Morning America is next on ABC 7.
Stay with us for the second hour of Good Morning Maine. That's next on Fox 22. Have a great day.
Hey, it's Eric from Green Bear 420. We've been in business since 2010 and going strong, so stop in and check us out. We specialize in glass art by over 100 local artists and even have live glass blowing. Plus, we carry incense, novelties, t-shirts, and hard-to-find items. We have tons of local products for the tie-dye wearing person in your circle of friends. Come see us at 531 Moosehead Trail in Newport. And remember, Green Bear 420, it's not just a store, it's a lifestyle.
Jamar Construction Products in Bangor continues to grow to meet